Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Analysis. I am your host, Wasif Mahmood. A major escalation in the Middle East tonight and today, as Israel has launched a sweeping and unprecedented military operation against Iran, striking over 100 targets across the country, including nuclear facilities, missile sites and military leadership compounds. The Israeli government has confirmed the operation, codenamed Rising Lion, which is aimed at dismantling what it calls an imminent nuclear threat. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the strikes targeted Iran's main uranium enrichment facility at Natanz, key figures in the nuclear weapons program, and senior commanders of the Revolutionary Guards. We have this report.
Israel said it launched airstrikes against Iran on Friday, hitting over 100 targets, including nuclear facilities and missile factories, and killing top military commanders in Iran. The operation sparked a fresh escalation in tensions between the nuclear-armed rivals, and also came ahead of Washington's nuclear talks with Iran, scheduled for Sunday. State TV in Iran showed video of burning buildings in Tehran early Friday after the strikes were reported. As day broke, injured Iranians sat by the curbside, and firefighters tended to smoldering buildings. Israel will face severe punishment for the attack. That's according to a statement from Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei, read out over state TV. State media said the strikes hit the headquarters of Iran's elite Revolutionary Guard Corps and killed top commander Hossein Salami. And according to Iran, several nuclear scientists were also killed in the strikes. An Israeli military official said Israel struck dozens of nuclear and military targets, including the facility at Natanz in central Iran, the heart of the country's enrichment program. In a recorded statement, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the extensive strikes were needed to stop an existential threat to Israel's survival.
In recent years, Iran has produced enough highly enriched uranium for 9 atom bombs. 9. In recent months, Iran has taken steps that it has never taken before, steps to weaponize this enriched uranium. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
Israel declared a state of emergency Friday as authorities anticipate retaliatory attacks from Iran. People in Tel Aviv were seen stocking up on essentials, and Israel's air defense has been put on high alert for incoming missiles and drones. Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion airport has been closed until further notice. A flight tracking website showed airlines clearing out of the airspace over Israel, Iran, Iraq and Jordan on Friday after Israel's airstrikes. While the United States has tried to distance itself from Israel's military operation, an Israeli official told public broadcaster Khan that Israel had coordinated with Washington on Iran. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said in a statement that the U.S. was not involved in the strikes and Israel had acted unilaterally for self-defense, and he urged Iran not to target U.S. interests or personnel. A U.S. official told Reuters the U.S. military is planning for the full range of contingencies in the Middle East, and that may include the possibility that it might have to help evacuate American civilians.
Iran has codenamed the strikes that took place as a declaration of war. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has vowed severe retaliation, while Iran's foreign ministry has warned that the United States, as Israel's main ally, would be held responsible for the consequences. The International Atomic Energy Agency confirmed the Natanz facility was hit but reported no radiation leaks. Meanwhile, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei threatened severe punishment and claimed residential areas had been targeted. Iran launched over 100 drones in retaliation, prompting Israel to activate its air defenses. Explosions were reported in several Israeli cities overnight. In a dramatic twist, US President Donald Trump praised the Israeli action, calling it excellent and suggesting it followed a 60-day deadline he had given Iran to reach a nuclear deal. His comments imply a deeper level of coordination between the US and Israel than previously acknowledged, despite official denials from Washington. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that the United States was not involved in the operation and emphasized that protecting American forces in the region remains the top priority. The strikes have triggered widespread alarm across the region. Iraq, Jordan both reported intercepting drones and missiles that crossed their airspace. Saudi Arabia and other regional powers have condemned the attack, while Western governments, including the United Kingdom, are calling for immediate de-escalation. The UK has said that it had given no given support on the attacks in Iran. We have this report on reactions from global leaders.
Well, it is obviously a rapidly evolving situation. And this was a unilateral action by Israel. So I think it is crucial for many allies, including the United States, to work as we speak to de-escalate. I know they're doing that. And I think that is now the first order of the day.
Basically, we don't need an escalation in a region which is already so heated in so many ways. For the regional reasons, of course, but also for the risk for spreading problems around the world. So we call for de-escalation, but obviously it is the countries in the region that make their own decisions on that.
I call on all parties to exercise maximum restraint to avoid further escalation. I reiterate that any military action that jeopardizes the safety and security of nuclear facilities risks grave consequences for the people of Iran, the region, and beyond.
中方高度关注以色列袭击伊朗，对有关行动可能带来的严重后果深感担忧。中方反对侵犯伊朗主权、安全和领土完整，反对激化矛盾、扩大冲突。
La France a régulièrement exprimé son soutien à la recherche d'une solution diplomatique dans le cadre des efforts en cours. Et j'ai eu ce matin mes homologues israéliens et saoudiens pour leur rappeler ces principes.
Jestem w stałym kontakcie z ministrem spraw zagranicznych. Nie ma na razie powodu do obaw o naszych dyplomatów w Teheranie, ale jesteśmy oczywiście przygotowani na każdą ewentualność. Mówię o tej sytuacji w Iranie, żeby jeszcze raz uświadomić Państwu, jak ważne jest inwestowanie myśli, pieniędzy, energii, czasu w polską produkcję zbrojeniową i szerzej w nasze możliwości obronne.
Президент Путин в режиме реального времени по линии Министерства обороны, Службы внешней разведки и Министерства иностранных дел получает доклады о происходящих в регионе событиях. Россия обеспокоена и осуждает резкую эскалацию напряженности. По поручению главы государства в самое ближайшее время МИД выпустит развернутое заявление, которое далее будет распространено в Организации Объединенных Наций.
I gave Iran chance after chance to make a deal. I told them in the strongest of words to just do it. But no matter how hard they tried, no matter how close they got, they just couldn't get it done. I told them it will be much worse than anything they known, anticipated, or were told. That the United States makes the best and most lethal military equipment anywhere in the world by far. And that Israel has a lot of it, with much more to come, and they know how to use it. Certain Iranian hardliners spoke bravely, but they didn't know what was about to happen. They're all dead now, and it will only get worse. There has already been great death and destruction, but there is still time to make this slaughter, with the next already planned attacks being even more brutal, come to an end. Iran must make a deal before there is nothing left, and save what was once known as the Iranian Empire. No more death, no more destruction, just do it before it's too late. God bless you all.
Further afield, Venezuela's Maduro has also said that this war is immoral and must stop. Let's see what he had to say. We'll come back to that on that message as well, because it's not been. We have that as well, so we'll go to that VT now.
Naciones Unidas ha permitido el bombardeo y la destrucción de Beirut y del Líbano. Han permitido el bombardeo y la destrucción de Siria. Todos los días permiten el bombardeo del pueblo árabe de Yemen. Y ahora también van a voltear hacia un lado. Ahora, ¿qué dice Berlín? ¿Qué dice París? ¿Qué dice Londres? ¿Qué dice Washington? Van a seguir alentando al Hitler del siglo XXI, ahora contra el pueblo noble y pacífico de la República Islámica de Irán. Pues yo digo, el pueblo de Venezuela, bolivariano, humanista y pacífico, dice no a la guerra. Esta locura hay que pararla. Pueblo de Israel, pueblo hermano judío, como cristiano y heredero de Sefardí, les digo, detengan la locura de Benjamín Netanyahu. Solo el pueblo de Israel puede detener esta locura. ¿A dónde va a llevar este guerrerismo? ¿A dónde va a llevar tanto racismo, intolerancia, tanto odio, tanta violencia? ¿Es que creen que con misiles y bombas van a someter la voluntad de los pueblos del mundo? ¿A dónde va a llevar tanta destrucción? Paren ustedes la agresión y la guerra contra el pueblo palestino, contra el pueblo del Líbano, contra el pueblo de Siria, contra el pueblo de Yemen y contra el pueblo noble de la República Islámica de Irán. La pelota está en la cancha del pueblo judío de Israel. Detengan esta guerra inmoral, esta guerra criminal.
On that point, I do want to also bring in, if I can, Dr. Nasser Tobe, who's also been waiting. He's a Syrian analyst, and I do want to get his opinion in relation to how the Syrian people are taking this particular attack.
So thank you very much for having me once again. I would like, first of all, to distinguish between two levels here of reaction of what's been happening in the region. The official level, including the Syrian government and administration, which actually have sent that they are looking with high concern of this escalation.
These are live pictures we are showing on screen.
Okay, so they are looking with high concerns of of this escalation, and they are calling upon the international community to interfere to de-escalate this war. However, on the popular level, like for ordinary people, I cannot actually hide that they are very much happy, they have very much rejoice, they have very much joy of seeing that all these children killers, which they have been killing our children, they have been torturing us, they have been destroying our cities and our towns, they have received their penalties, they have been killed, the Iranian regime have been humiliated in unprecedented way. We are extremely happy that this humiliation of the Iranian regime.
Okay, so however, that is a very controversial position as well, regionally perhaps, and perhaps not looking at it from a nationalistic perspective, but perhaps looking at it from a Muslim perspective, let's just say. If you were to look at it from that perspective, that seems to be a very problematic position that the Syrian people are holding. Would you agree?
I don't think it's problematic. I mean, any sane person, if somebody is Muslim and attacking you, you would be actually double angry when somebody is non-Muslim and is attacking you. So it's normal, it's logic position to be that when somebody support one brother of you, but on the other hand, he kills 5 other brothers. You wouldn't forgive him for supporting one brother and for killing 5 other brothers. You wouldn't, because the Iranian regime have committed atrocities, have committed crimes against humanity in Iraq, in Syria, in Lebanon, and in Yemen. These crimes against humanity, they have committed atrocities, they have committed massacres. We will never forgive, we will never forget these. And I cannot deny our extreme happiness. We are over the moon because 2 enemies of us are fighting. Whatever damages they can actually reach to each other, whatever damages, whatever casualties, whatever building destroying they can do to each other, we are more than happy. However, it's clearly that the Israeli have damaged much more. It's incomparable because what they have killed, the Israeli have killed more than 20 top officials, all the leaders of the army, whereas the Iranian, they killed 3 Israeli, 1 elderly, maybe another 2 normal people. They did not even one military, not even one soldier.
Indeed, I'm going to give Usman actually a chance to come back here, because Usman, in terms of how the Palestinian people feel, sorry, Osama, is he still there? Dr. Nasser, what do you think in terms of the Iranian, well, we have to say the Iranian regime at this moment in time, holding nuclear weapons? Is that a safeguard against what Israel is doing as well, or do you think that it should just be disposed completely?
I think it should be disposed completely, because the Iran regime have been actually composing a threat to only Arabic countries and Sunni countries in the region. They have never actually composed any threat to Israel, or if any, very minor, I would say 1 in 1,000. And for 1 in this 1,000, Israel doesn't want this very small probability. That's why trying to destroy these nuclear weapons.
But can I ask that point, on that point, because in relation to what Osama had said, in terms of, are we missing the wood for the trees? Is your analysis over here missing the wood for the trees, in the sense that you're looking at the Syrian people and what they have a right to, and a rightful right to kind of be angry at, compared to the deeper colonial issue that's been ongoing as a result of what Israel has done and has been doing for the last 75 years? Should there be a counterbalance to that?
Well, obviously, I need to clarify that I am not standing with Israel against Iran. Mm-hmm. They are both our enemies, our strong enemies. And as I said, when enemy struck another enemy, we would be very much happy. However, in answering to your questions, I don't think Iran, the regime, has ever in reality helped the Palestinian people. This is what it looks like to the just ordinary looker that they are trying to help. But in reality, they never did. In reality, they are actually composing a threat with weaponizing the area. They have actually destroyed Lebanon, Yemen, Iraq, and Syria. Actually, the most area which was destructed is Syria by the Iranian regime. That's why I'm saying that they should be actually de-weaponized. Equally, I would say that Israel should be de-weaponized, but nobody actually would have the power to do so, because it is backed by the USA. That's why nobody will actually dare to say why Israel has the right to have nuclear weapons and not Iran have the right to have nuclear weapons.